At the turn of the 20th century, humanity believed it finally understood the universe. Newton's laws had painted reality as a perfect clock, every motion predictable, every cause leading to a certain effect. The cosmos was ordered, obedient, mechanical. Scientists walked with quiet confidence, believing they were merely polishing the edges of perfection. Then came a man named Max Planck, standing before a problem no one could solve. Objects heated to high temperatures didn't behave as theory predicted. In desperation, Planck proposed something absurd, that energy wasn't continuous, but came in tiny, indivisible packets he called quanta. He didn't believe it himself. It was just a trick to make the equations work. Yet that small act of mathematical rebellion cracked a hole in the wall of certainty. Through that crack, the light of chaos poured in. Einstein followed, suggesting that light itself, that sacred wave of energy, behaved like a stream of particles. The idea was madness. Waves couldn't be particles. Particles couldn't be waves. The two belonged to different worlds. But the experiments agreed with him. Reality was starting to act like a trickster, changing shape depending on how humans looked at it. Then came Niels Bohr, a man fascinated by the impossible. He built a model of the atom where electrons jumped between orbits without traveling the space in between. It was like saying a bird could vanish from one branch and reappear on another without flying. When Heisenberg later declared that one could never know both a particle's position and momentum at the same time, reality itself began to blur. The old universe, solid, measurable, predictable, was gone. In its place stood something ghostly, a realm where particles existed in many states at once, a place where observation determined outcome, a world that changed when watched. Physicists tried to reason with it, to tame the absurdity with equations. But each new experiment only deepened the madness. Schrödinger, frustrated, imagined his famous cat, both dead and alive until someone looked. It was meant as a joke, a protest against insanity. Yet it perfectly captured the heart of the new reality. Was the universe truly uncertain? Or did human observation create that uncertainty? Were scientists uncovering the truth, or simply warping it by looking too closely? Late at night, Bohr once said to Einstein, "We are not just studying nature, we are participating in its creation." Einstein shook his head. God does not play dice with the universe. But the dice were already rolling, invisible and eternal. The deeper they looked, the stranger it became. Space and time bent under relativity. Matter dissolved into waves of probability. The smallest particles refused to obey logic. Cause and effect no longer guaranteed order, only chance. Reality had fractured into possibilities, and the human mind stood trembling before the infinite. Planck had opened the door. Einstein had widened it. Bohr and Heisenberg had stepped through. What lay beyond was not a universe made of solid things, but a sea of uncertain patterns, flickering in and out of existence. The age of certainty was dead. The age of quantum madness had begun. And in that madness, humanity discovered both its greatest fear and its greatest power. That reality itself might only exist because we are here to witness it.